Welcome to Visual Hot Sauce. I'm MR.MADDCRACK, and today I bring you another episode of Becoming Chad. This will be part 3, the final evolution of starting a wipe. So, how do the Chads do it? How do you become the Punisher? You snowball. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in to Visual Hot Sauce. I'm MR.MADDCRACK, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Becoming What?
Gotta give him more!
What do you mean?
More!
What do you mean give him more? I gave him the snowball video.
Give them more!
But that's it.
More!
What do you mean?
You can't just leave them empty-handed like that! You gotta give him more! Give them more!
Alright, fine. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of I'm Just Screwing with you guys. Snowballing is the final evolution, but I can't just leave you empty-handed like that. I have to give you more. So first, what is a snowball? Taken from the idea of a snowball rolling down the hill, getting bigger and bigger by picking up more snow along the way, in Rust it's making a play, and having your ego get bigger and bigger by using what you got from that play to make another play and so forth until the end of wipe. Next, why snowball? Because farming and crafting sucks. It's way easier when other players do the work for you, and then you take. But I had a few questions, and I noticed most players gave me different answers. Some players even had their own questions. So I made a survey to see what the general consensus was when it came to the rules of the snowball. Let's get into the results, shall we? First question, can you craft your first weapon, or does it have to start with a rock? 77% of you said yes, you can craft your first weapon, while 23% of you said no, you first must rock fight someone to the death for your first weapon. You savages. Next question, if you are allowed to craft your first weapon, how high of a tier can you craft? 45% of you said you can craft up to a tier 1 weapon, 14% said up to a tier 2. Thank God 0% of you said you can craft up to a tier 3. 32% said no tier, you have to use a stock blueprint. And the 9% of you are still savage enough to say no, you can't craft a weapon, you must use a rock to get your start. Next question after that, are you allowed to farm for the resources to craft your weapon? 68% of you said yes, you can farm the resources you need to craft your first weapon, while 18% of you said no, you have to make plays for the resources, and 14% of you said no, you must use a rock to start your snowball. Question number 4, are you allowed to farm resources to build your base, or do you have to snowball for that too? 55% of you said yes, you can farm for your base materials, while 45% of you said no. You still have to snowball for that as well. Question number 5, can you buy your first weapon? Results are pretty similar to the last. 55% of you said yes, you can buy your first weapon, while 45% of you said no. If you buy your first weapon, it is no longer a snowball. Now, next question, can you find your first weapon, like on the ground or in a crate, or do you have to make a play? 100% of you guys all agreed on this one that yes, you can find your first weapon on the ground or in a crate, while 0% said no, that you have to make a play for your first weapon. Wonder what the rock savages had to say about this one. Now, can someone give you your first weapon? 41% of you said yes, it's still a snowball even if another player gives you your first starting weapon, while 59% of you said no, it's no longer a snowball if someone gives you your first weapon. Kind of like that. I feel like the rock savages kind of fell into this category to help out with that percentage. Next question, do you have to raid? Now, this was split right down the middle. 50% of you said yes, a true snowball gets all the way to raiding, while 50% of you said no, you can just PvP and it's still considered a snowball. If we do follow the path of raiding, the next question is, can you craft boom, or do you have to counter and steal the boom you use for these raids? 77% of you said yes, you can craft boom, while 23% of you said no. You must counter and make plays to acquire the boom needed for the raids. Now, the final question, can you die and start over, or is it a one and done? 95% of you said yes, you can die, respawn at any time, and it is still considered a snowball. While 5% of you, which are probably the rock savages, said no, once you die, it is no longer a snowball. Just uninstall the game, throw the whole PC away, done, no more. So now, after looking at the results, the official and unofficial rules of a snowball are you can buy, find, or craft your first weapon up to a tier 1, but cannot be given your first weapon. You can farm the resources for your first base and your first weapon. Whether you have to raid is still undecided because that was split down the middle, but we did decide that if you do go with raiding, you can craft boom, and if you do die, you can start over. So what does this all actually mean? Nothing. Not a damn thing. There are no rules to having fun. Play the game however you want. You want to be a savage who rock fights their way to an AK? Do it! You want to tech tree your way to a SAR before starting your snowball? I won't judge. Well, maybe a little. But again, guys, this is just a fun experiment to see what everyone else thinks, and to give you guys something to argue about with your friends. Nuh-uh, it's not Snowball. The rules say it don't count. Go check the video. Yes, please. Tell everyone to go check the video. Also tell them to hit the subscribe button. And you, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button as well. Guys, if you liked what you saw here, hit the like button so I know to make more videos like this. If you disagree with the results, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think makes a true snowball. This is Visual Hot Sauce. I'm MR.MADDCRACK, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Becoming Chad. Peace.